The streak is over. The Oklahoma City Thunder fall to the Boston Celtics 119 to 109, snapping OKC's 12-game win streak in what felt like a finals level matchup. OKC came out hot. They led the first and by 11, and they looked like they might run Boston out of the building. But then everything flipped. Boston responded with a 29-15 run of their own in the second quarter, took control of the game, and from there on, this game kind of felt really different. And the turning point was that third quarter explosion by Jaylen Brown, 14 points in that quarter. Celtics took an 88-83 lead in the fourth. And once Boston grabbed that momentum, they really never looked back. I mean, the Celtics, Jaylen Brown ended with 31 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, taking over that third quarter, scored and assisted really on everything when it mattered. And Tatum had 19 of his own points, 12 rebounds, 7 assists, and bounced back after a rough patch of games, controlled the tempo, rebounding, and Derek White had some clutch free throws to seal this game late. Boston really outworked OKC when it came to those second chance points, 19-2, and that's really what the game is about. On the Thunder side, Shai had 33 points, 8 assists, still elite, but Boston really made it hard on him in the late in the game, and late game execution is probably where the Thunder struggled against this Celtics team. And Lou Dort had a solid game, 14 points, and J-Dub was the one guy that we kind of, needed more production from. 7 points in this, still working back from his injury. This is his second game back. And what OKC lost in this game, the biggest factor, we've already been over it, but that was really about the physicality, the effort, and that was really the difference in this game. And also, OKC had a poor three-point shooting night. Not terrible, 32%, but not enough really for a Boston team that's going to control the glass. You have to at least hit your shots or control the glass, and 12 of 37 is really not going to cut it. And I feel like the momentum swing, Shai spoke about it in the post game where he mentioned essentially their lead didn't feel like it was safe from the beginning, and they had a couple lucky shots to get ahead. Boston controlled those final three quarters. After the fourth quarter, I think a big mistake by Mark Dagnall was sitting Shai for as long as he did. Some of the lineups in the third and fourth quarters, I was kind of questioning myself. In a solidly pretty big game like this, this could be a finals preview. And also, we have the Spurs kind of right on our tail as well. I guess the big takeaways felt like a finals preview. Boston proved they can match us physically. They have two bigger wings than we do, and I do feel like Tatum and Brown really pose a matchup issue for the Thunder team, even more so than I think a Wembanyama at 7'5", because that's just one player that we have to take care of versus two guys that are, small forward, power forward that can essentially do everything on the court. Yes, I know Wemby can as well, but when you're dealing with two players that are like that, are all NBA talents, I feel like it just adds a different level of complexity when it's, defensive matchups, that type of thing. We also have shorter guards, McCain, Caruso. I mean, Shai's 6'6", but size-wise, I feel like Tatum and Brown are just a little bit larger in stature. And so winning the glass is going to be important for us in the future if we're going to face them, controlling those second chances and also executing late in the game. That's where SGA has really thrived. And I feel like we waited a little too long for him to come back in and pretty much rescue us. And he kicked it out to the shooters. The shooters just didn't make their shots tonight. And that can be a blueprint other teams use. We've seen, the Dallas Mavericks use this similar type of, keys to beating the Thunder. And it is definitely something that's repeatable. I guess my final thoughts on this, the win streak is over, but this game was more than just any win for the Celtics. They're not just contenders, in my opinion, after watching this game. I thought it was a masterclass on their end in terms of coaching as well. So I feel like they are the biggest threat to the Oklahoma City Thunder. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and I'll have the pregame recap for our next game here shortly. Peace out.